CBP Commissioner Mark Morgan and retired Border Patrol agent Sheriff Thaddeus Cleveland. All right, look, Thaddeus, we know that this is a dumpster fire. We know that they've been talking about impeaching this guy forever. I'm sorry. The Biden administration just basically said, you got to take down the razor wire. We're going to come in and cut it. But they won't even do it themselves, and that's their job.
You know, and definitely, and kind of to your point is we've got one more year of this suffering. It doesn't matter what happens on the Hill with Secretary Mayorkas. Even if they didn't impeach him and he was removed, they're just going to put someone else in his place to carry out this administration's desires. And with that said, even if you did dock their pay, they're still going to get money from outside sources, so it's not going to hurt them. They could care less.
Yeah. Well, Mark, look, you've been in this cabal for long enough yourself. You understand. I mean, you were 30 years. You were in the FBI and then the DHS and border and all these things. Look, man, I mean, shouldn't there be a penalty for people like, not doing their job?
Yeah, there should be. Carl, I may be in a little bit of disagreement with you on the impeachment process. I think that's part of what Congress can do. Is look, we have a man that has abdicated his oath of office and the Constitution. He's abused his authority. He's refused to force the law, and he's lied to the American people in Congress. And he's been the overseer, the chief architect that I call is the worst border security crisis in our lifetime that's unleashed a level of lawlessness and chaos, jeopardizing every aspect of our nation's safety and national security. So I would go a step further. Rather than just docking his pay, he should be gone. Yeah, I get it. I don't know what the Senate will do. They'll probably do nothing because it's led by Democrats. And who knows, if it did succeed, somebody worse can come on. But at least we're telling the American people we're doing something. We're trying to hold these public officials accountable. I would submit that's exactly what you're recommending as well.
Yeah, I mean, it seems fun. But Thaddeus, look, a bunch of senior officials, including Mr. Morgan right here, sent this very long letter, very serious thing about the elaborateness of this conflict, warning about the dire threat to our national security, and nobody seems to care.
We've looked at that for the last 3 years. What we continue to deal with here in Terrell County, not with just apprehensions, not with just pursuits and gotaways, but also with deaths. And that's just in my county alone. And then you take that border wide. It's a shame that this continues to happen. And again, I'm an optimist, and my glass is half full, but I'm prepared for another year of just doing everything I can do to support our Border Patrol agents and to welcome our state assets that are assisting us here in Terrell County.
Well, if Jamie Raskin has anything to do with it, you're not allowed to assemble or have a militia or even firearms. But, Mark, obviously, Barack Obama, you throw back to 2005, he said this.
We all agree on the need to better secure. We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked, and circumventing the line of people who are waiting patiently, diligently, and lawfully.
He sounds like a Republican, Mark. I got 20 seconds to you.
Yeah, look, this is exactly why 10 former top senior executives of the FBI signed the letter to shed light on this, with over 200 years of experience in law enforcement and national security, by the way, to shed light on the national security impact with respect to the chaos and lawlessness that's going on our border. In the past 36 months, Carl, we've had over 5 million single adults alone from 180 different countries. They've apprehended over 360 aliens on the FBI's watch list, tens of thousands of special interest aliens from countries that we know harbor, sponsor, and facilitate terrorism. If that's not shocking enough, think about the 1.8 million known gotaways. It's not if or when the threat comes to our country, Carl. Yeah. The issue is it's already here.
That's the problem, and they don't seem to care. Mark Morgan, Sheriff Thaddeus Cleveland, thank you both. Okay. All right, well, coming up the left wing.